Hey,
What's going on?
what's up?
Thank you for joining the RocksRulez Relationship Roundtable. I appreciate you for actually coming. Sean Gibbs, you see who's on this live?
Sean, I made it.
I'm
He
telling you.
he
So
inboxed me on Facebook to tell me to
that's a
tune
that's a
in
good that's a
and
good
then get in
talent.
queue.
That's a good talent booker. So welcome, Myke. I appreciate you for coming on. I know you have a mouthful to say. So based on what you've heard, I don't know how long you've been on,
I've been in
what
and
you've
out.
heard.
I was
Okay.
in the middle of mixing some records.
Okay.
So I was in and out.
So give
Uh,
us some of your thoughts from a male perspective. Maybe we've heard a lot about knowing who you are and self introspection and being prepared to meet someone. What are your
hmm
thoughts on like kind of where we're missing the mark in terms of women and men? What are your thoughts from a male perspective? How we can improve?
I really feel like you know, piggybacking off the conversation that we had the other day. I feel like all our decisions come down to the vision that we have for our lives. I feel like if you want to be in the area where millionaires is at, you got to develop the vision for
Mm,
where the millionaires are at. Sometimes they're on the golf course. If you
right,
don't know how to play golf, take up the game of golf and go out there and rub shoulders. You never know, your $1 million deal can be sitting over there.
right.
So that's just like where I'm at right now in today's world is just trying to stick to the vision because that's dictating all of my decisions. That the people who I hang out with, who I date, who I do business with, so on and so forth. It's all comes down to business and vision. So that's just where I'm at right now, and that's dictating everything that I'm doing.
So do you feel like once you know yourself and you know obviously you're building on knowing yourself and you know your vision where you see your life going, that
hmm
governs your decisions, especially and even in relationships. How does that work? Like for someone like you, I know that you have a little unique story. If you don't mind sharing a little bit about your story, that can just maybe tell us how maybe in the past you didn't have the vision or didn't govern your life in that way.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if Sean knows this, but once upon a time I was married for a brief second, and I got into wanting to be married because of some family situations that really went awry. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to start my own family. I had the right idea, but because I didn't really have a clear definition of what I wanted to do with this newfound change from my family circle, I didn't really have a good vision for that. So I just married the first person that I was like, oh, she seems, I don't have to dust her off as much and
Right.
clean her up. I was like, oh, she seems like she's cool. Let me uh, see how far I can take this. And I wound up marrying her, and we wound up separating maybe 7 months
Wow.
after we tied the knot. And so even in that was a learning experience because I learned a lot about who I was as a person, my likes, dislikes, um, what I can tolerate, um, the importance of being with somebody who is on the same page and sharing the same vision.
Mm.
Because, where there's two visions, there's division. I hate to sound deep, but, you know.
Come on.
Um, so a lot of times with couples, they have two different visions. One may be more pronounced than the other, but there's two visions going on, which is going to do this eventually. So you may say, the husband says, you know what, we're going to save money and we're going to eventually invest and get some investment property so we can have a different stream of income. Not try to be funny, but let's say she wanted to go shopping all the time.
Mm.
Now we have a dichotomy here because he's thinking the money's going in the bank and the money is going to Macy's, is going to Nordstrom's, is going to wherever.
Hmm.
And now we have a situation where if that doesn't get fixed, then they're going to divorce.
Mm.
like it's heading that way, like a freight train out of control. And so I realized when I was married, I married somebody who said one thing
Mm.
and did another.
Uh-oh.
And so, when she came into the marriage, she wasn't working, which is fine. I didn't have a problem with that because I knew what it was. Um, but then she's like, all right, I'm gonna go to school full time. Cool, no problem. But she wasn't pushing herself in school. She
Mm.
was just um, she would go to class and then come home, never do the homework.
Oh, Jesus.
And then the report card came in, and I had to just tell her straight up. I was like, "Listen, I'm having a hard time supporting your vision here for going to school, and your grades are below average.
Mm.
I've been asking you all semester, if you need help, go see a tutor. It's free." But nope, it didn't work out that way.
Wow.
So I realized at that point I didn't ask enough questions
Uh-oh. Okay.
to really ascertain what she really wanted to do, and how, if that's his wife
He's
or a kid,
disrespectful.
yeah, whatever. Um,
No mind.
yeah. So I had to ask myself, okay, Mike, that was a fail there, but is this really what you want going forward?
Mm-hmm.
So I find that in developing my vision, it took some years, but now that I'm finally there, now I have to look at everybody based off of that filter.
Mm.
Where is this going? Where are we headed?
Right. What you see for your life, and that vision has to come together and be a unified vision. And you said
Mm-hmm.
something key too about sort of, I guess, people bring representatives, because a lot of times, do you feel that, especially when you're dealing with not just yourself but for women coming to you, do you feel like people present something initially, or they're guarded in what they share with you, and then later on down the road you see like, oh, that was all fake news?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people in today's world um, sends their representative out first, and so the way they want to be perceived, to be and to be received, is one way until it says, okay, I got him.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got a whole nother person.
Right.
And so, it's I'm a firm believer you have to put people in position where they kind of show themselves
Mm-hmm.
first,
Mm.
instead of you like, okay, we're going straight to the altar. Because that's what I did. I married the representative and ended up with the real person.
Mm-hmm. That's
So that
true.
that was that was that was a lesson learned right there. You know
Wow.
what I mean? An expensive lesson, but it was a lesson learned.
Yeah, but I'm grateful. I mean, that you got. I mean, I hate that you had to go through that, but you got the lesson, and now you know what you need to do, regroup, and you know how to move forward, so you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
repeat that. That's the
Yeah.
key thing, because I
Mm-hmm.
think our pride sometimes gets us to the point where it's like you don't want to learn anything. You just stuck in your ways. I was right. I was right. Everything was right. But you have to assess the whole situation and
Yeah.
see what was right, what worked. Like the Harvins just said, do an assessment and do some self introspection, because
Yeah.
that's
And then I
key.
had to examine myself, like, because somebody said, I forgot who said it, you are who you attract.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So maybe I had to examine like what I'm attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, because once you meet the real person, you put all the facade aside,
Mm-hmm.
this, that, and the third. Like, can you love that person as they are?
Right. That's key.
Yeah. So if you get caught up with the representative and then you try to hold them to that,
Mm-hmm.
then now that's going to create some tension,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
because then eventually somebody will say, well, that's what I did in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not who I am.
Wow.
That
Right.
that probably got to be like one of the most devastating statements that one could make.
Wow. Wow. That's true. Now we got about a minute left. But I saw someone had a question. I don't know if we should go off and come right back on and answer the question. Someone wants to know, does that mean you brought baggage with you?
You know what? I'm
Relationship.
glad. I'm glad that question was asked because um, I realized after I got married that the issues that I had with my mother,
Mm.
I was holding against her. So there was some healing that I had to do that I
Wow.
was running from by calling myself getting married.
Wow.
And so, you know, I had to go back and talk to my mother and get a resolve in
Good.
that relationship. It so happened to happen after I got divorced, but at least I know going forward.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, I forgave my mom. She forgave me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we brought healing to that relationship. We're in a much better place.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why she did the things she did. She understands why I did the things that I did.
We're getting
And
cut off. Come
oh,
right back. We're getting cut off. Ooh, y'all, we get cut off so quick. Come on, y'all. Lord, Instagram. Hey, Julius. Thank you, guys. Come on back. Come on back real quick. Mike, send me a request when you're on. I just want to get these questions. I had a couple good questions for you. Come on back. Come on back. We back. We back. We back. Send me that request. This is good stuff, y'all. Y'all guys having a good time? Can you send some hearts and some thumbs? Cecily, can you grab some of those recordings for me until I can get technologically savvy? Back like we never left. Hello. I even tried to comb my hair for you guys today. I got quarantine hair. What? Okay, hold on. I don't see it either. Somebody help us out. Where's our tech guy? Thank you, Seth. Hey, J Dub, the producer. What's up? What's up? You want to come on live too? I'm looking for somebody to join. There we go. Okay, come on. Okay, here we are. Whew, back like we never left. Come on, get these now. Thank you, Dante. Okay, we're connecting. Oh, there we
voila.
go. Okay, so someone was asking right before we got cut off. You were talking about what you were attracted to, and they said, "Is what I'm attracted to good for you, good for me?" So, did you? I guess
Yeah.
you learned that.
Um, yeah, sometimes we get so, well, for me, I ain't gonna say everybody, for me, I get caught up in looking at the outer exterior.
Mm-hmm.
Men, we turned on by what we see.
Mm-hmm.
So we see what we like. That usually starts the filtering process. But like once you sit down, you start talking and realize, you know what, this is not gonna work.
Right.
It's you start to condition your attraction palate
Mm.
for what you really should be ingesting, not just going off of she looked good, or he's handsome, blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. You gotta be at a place within yourself to say, okay, this is what I need.
Mm-hmm.
My vision is saying I need this kind of person in my life.
Wow. Right.
So now we done weeded out probably millions of people because you could say, oh, I need somebody who is good at cooking because I'm always going to get home at 9 o'clock at night. So I want to make sure if we have kids that they can eat.
Right.
If you marry somebody who doesn't have kids or doesn't want kids, excuse me, they don't want kids or they don't know how to cook, then like, what are we doing? Like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, I got to move on.
Right. And someone said, Brother Thomas said that was cool. He said, recondition your palate, and I think that's what you're saying, like just changing your appetite and like you
Yeah.
said, liking what you see, because that's, of course, that's important as well. You have to be attracted to the person, but all of the attraction is not on the outside, because you can have a nice house with no furniture.
Yeah, and I mean, and full disclosure, we all gonna look like an old raisin after a while anyway. So it's
Excuse me.
well, except for you, like
Hello.
time stands still for you, young lady.
Hello. Yes.
So, but it's important that you genuinely like the person that you're going to be in a relationship with, because
good.
it's only but your good looks is only going to take you but so far.
That's true.
After a while, it's like, yo, you just really a jerk. Like, I can't be around you. Like, that's really what it comes down to. It's like, you don't want to be with somebody who you got to look at them sideways like every other minute. Like, yo, what are you doing?
Right. Right. So someone is asking about you taking accountability for your actions and your part in the marriage and divorce, or did you leave that marriage with additional baggage?
No. I took full accountability for everything that I did wrong.
Okay.
All of it. As a result, I had a chance to sit down with myself and analyze my decision-making process so that I don't carry that stuff with me.
That's good. Thank you. Kim Blunt is saying mature your palate. So I guess it's equal to you being a child and wanting a Happy Meal. And then as an adult, you can appreciate oysters, and you can appreciate things that children don't like. There are a lot of things as a child I couldn't stand. I still don't like them. To be honest, I don't know how I got this body, but you have to mature your palate and train it to like salad and vegetables and not just sugary things.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes we're bedazzled with the sugar.
Right.
And, we like a good piece of sugar, and that's all well and good, but you need your veggies.
Right.
And that brings balance, and that's what we need, and that'll clean us out. Come on here with these analogies. I am boom, 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 boom. Now, but seriously, that's good stuff. I appreciate your transparency, because a lot of times, people don't want to do that. We look at Root Magazine, so we're going to have some hookups. Me and Myke go way back. Like,
right. Right.
We go way back.
Yeah.
It seems like he's Sean's connection. This is my connection.
Nah, it's I definitely met Rock first, with the advent of social media. And I actually, I don't even know how I came across your profile, but I was like, yo, she's gorgeous.
Thank you.
So
we were going back and forth on ST's page about the Giants, I think that's what happened.
That's right.
Giants and
Redskins. You're a Redskins fan, and y'all suck.
Yeah. See, you just went all the way left.
My bad.
No, you're good. No, I appreciate you. I appreciate your honesty, your transparency. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you coming on here sharing in the midst of the quarantine.
Oh, God. Yeah, sorry about my
I see you.
I'm 39 years old, everybody, but I just grade early.
What, Hassan? Why do you feel like you got to tell Myke that I'm available? This is like one of my closest friends.
I speak to her all the time.
Hello, we
all
got
the time.
I got friends you guys know not of. No. Hello. Right. Thank you so much, Myke. I appreciate you. Can you?
I appreciate you too.
Commentary, please.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll be here.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We might have to go to commercial. What's up, everybody? I'm having a coughing fit. Hassan, you